What is going on, buddy? Zach RC here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome along to episode number 26 of the F122 Road to GOAT Driver Career Mode series for round number 10 of season number 2 for the Hungarian Grand Prix. If you guys did miss the last episode, then make sure to go check that one out before you see this one. There'll be a link in the top right hand corner of your screen now. And make sure to check out the playlist as well to get yourself caught up on the series so far. Right, so it's our first visit to the Hungarian on F1 2022. I think the last time we visited was around a year ago doing F1 The Prodigy Season 3. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it has in store for us this time around. We're starting a bit further back, starting in P12 here, and there's Carlos Sainz, your championship leader, 5 points clear of Charles Leclerc. Lando Norris still there in 3rd place, and we start just outside of the top 10, going to try and score some more points today. Of course, things didn't go as well as we wanted last time out. Of course, the collision with Esteban Ocon, our teammate, in the mid-stage of the Grand Prix, had to come back and finish just behind them. We're going to try and outdo him this time around, so get our revenge in that respect. In terms of strategy, we're looking at the usual medium to hard tyres, one stop on lap 15, and we'll downsize the fuel as always, make us a bit faster towards the end of the race. Hopefully, won't have any problems in terms of fuel getting towards the end of the race itself. Don't want to run out in the last couple of corners. Make our way now through that last corner, the end of the formation lap, to try and get some more points. Before we do start the race, guys, I want to say make sure to subscribe to the channel for more future Road to GOAT content and F122 in general, as we're near the launch of F123. Keeping out for any news coming out at the channel as well. So we're going to 5 red lights for the Hungarian Grand Prix, round number 10 of season 2 of the F122 Road to GOAT Driver Career Mode series. Lights out, foot to the floor, go, go, go. Poor getaway compared to Gasly. He gets a jump on us. Vettel's going to go to the middle. Going to defend at that middle lane going towards that first corner. It's a very long run to turn 1. Jean are outside here. He's going to try and go outbreak us into that first corner. We're going to outbreak him and try and outbreak Gasly as well into that right-hander. Get in front of Gasly, and so an opportunity to try and take Perez and Ocon. Perez shut the door on us. Good defending from the Mexican there. Side by side with the AlphaTauri to run towards turn number 3. That left-hander there into the corner. We're on the outside here. Gasly's underneath us. We're going a bit wide there. So he's still got a chance in the exit. And now going through turn 4. That very slight right-hander on the throttle in front of Gasly once again. So into P11 now. So we gained 1 place at the start. I'm going to try and take Ocon now as quickly as we can. Leclerc back up the field in front. It's behind him is Ricciardo, Albon, Perez, and our teammate Ocon, who's going to get a bit of a poor X here out of the corner, but he gets backed up everyone in front. We're going to look to his inside and take P10. They're going to try and take P9 as well off Perez through the chicane. Leclerc and Albon make contact. Maybe a mistake from the Williams driver making their way through the chicane there. Now Perez going side by side, the reigning world champion alongside our former teammate. We're going to see who wins this battle and see who comes out on top. We'll try and follow them through, try and claim another place out of this. They're going side by side. Neither one of them giving each other an inch at all here. Leclerc on the outside gets good enough exit and uses the Ferrari power to outdrag him down the straight. Going to take the outside of Albon to try and outbreak him going to corner, but he's got problems in terms of taking on Leclerc. Leclerc goes around the outside, the roller gas up into P7, and we're going to try and slide through and take P8 here in the penultimate corner. Unfortunately, we're a little bit wide here because we have to play the nice game anymore. He's not our teammate anymore, but of course, I'm not in the right frame of mind for playing the nice game with Ocon either, given how he treated us last time out. So off the final corner, to complete a hectic first lap of this Hungarian Grand Prix. 34 more exciting laps to go, and Leclerc's our main target there. Pushing on to number 4, he's only 3 seconds clear of us. That Ferrari's still a lot faster than our Alpine, and Ocon's all over, so we're a bit wide in the exit of turn number 1. Ocon might see an opportunity to try and take us here if he gets close enough, but going through towards turn 3, he's not yet close in this time. Go a bit wide though, outbreak ourselves a bit too much there, and Ocon could see a chance as we go towards turn number 4 now. He's on our outside, going to try and hold him off out of the corner, and off the curves we do, nice and easy, holding on to P8 for the time being, but of course, he's going to keep close to us here, making our way to number 5 into the chicane. Ocon might try and go for us very late, but we saw the proximity icon to play, but Perez going to try and make a move to the inside of Ocon on those soft tyres on the Red Bull. And the two go side by side, and it's Perez who gets the jump. And move on to that number 6 here, going back through the chicane. Will Perez try and go for a move? He's a lot closer than Ocon was. We make our way through. We break a bit too early there. Perez sees an opportunity to go slightly at the inside. There's contact there. We tapped his side pod a little bit. He still came in on us because he tried to outbreak us going into the corner. And now Ocon going side by side with him. So he's going to try and move back in front. On to that number 11 now. We're going to see the Red Bull start to pit here because Verstappen also started on the soft tyres as well as Perez. So Verstappen's in first because he's higher up in the order. I'm assuming Perez will pit the end of this lap too. So that puts us up into P7 then. So doing well so far. We're about a third of the way through the Grand Prix, and it's so far so good. Ocon's still there right behind us trying to keep us on our toes. Well, about a second and a half back. So he's pushing to number 13 here with Perez is pitted. Ocon now just half a second behind and could try and make a threat down the main straight if he gets close enough. Making our way now to the last sector into the right hander, keeping things nice and smooth. Ocon behind us, Albon just behind him as they go through. We've got way too wide there through the penultimate left-hander, and Ocon sees an opportunity to go sliding through, and Albon could take it as well. It's a crucial mistake that could have cost us the position, then it has cost us the position. Ocon goes dancing around the outside with ease here, and Albon's going to try and follow him through down the main straight though. We're going to have to try and get DRS off of Esteban Ocon if we can, and we've got it, but whether we can chase him back down the main straight. Here comes Albon and Joe behind us. They're battling each other for P9, but we're not close to go for a move on Ocon, so he's got us for the time being. The DRS might be redeployed, but I dare say Ocon has us at this moment in time. Joe gets in front of Albon. On to the end of lap number 15 now. So we're going to come into the pits behind Esteban Ocon here. into the pit lane then for our first and only stop of this Grand Prix, putting on a set of hard tyres to go to the end. So looking for a clean, fast effort from the Alpine team to get us back out on the racetrack as quickly as they can. The pit stop now begins, hard tyres going on, and in terms of the stop, it's 2.3 seconds, so not too bad at all. Optimal turning definitely helping with that in that respect. Perez getting in front of us as expected, and well, not quite as expected because he was still a bit behind us earlier on, so that's unfortunate. But Tsunoda gets out in front as well, because Red Bull's pit crew are very, very quick, so I'm not surprised to see them get out in front. So another right up the last of the running cars, which actually perhaps might not have paid off as well as we hoped it would. And pushing top number 17, Ocon did get back out in front of us, but he's going side by side with Tsunoda here, and this could help us massively. It's very similar to what happened on lap 1 with Leclerc and Albon. If these two hold each other up enough, we can actually use that to try and close back in on them, and we are closing on a rate of knots here. That gap was 2.5 seconds, it's now 1 second with a couple of corners, getting about a second and a half off these two, just so they've been going side by side through that second sector, and they're still going at it here. Who's going to come over the place? I'm hoping it'll be Tsunoda so we can get a clean run at Ocon. It will be Tsunoda who gets in front. So now ourselves and Ocon are going to try and have a good run down the main straight. We're going to try and get around both cars if we can. We need a good exit of this final corner in order to make it work. Number of cars going to the pits in front, so one thing cycle back through, we should find ourselves back into the points paying places once again. Down the main straight, DRS deployed, poor exit, but a better one from Ocon. He might try and take Tsunoda going towards that first corner. We're closing in on our French teammate as we go towards turn 1, but he's got eyes on the Japanese driver through the first corner. Ocon on the inside, getting away with it and taking the position away from Yuki Tsunoda. We're going to go side by side with the AlphaTauri going towards turn number 3. Into the left-hander we go, and we're going side by side with him, giving him the space as we did Gasly on the opening lap. And we're going to get away with it nice and clean here, running through the dirt just a little bit, but getting in front of Tsunoda. Now starting to chase down Ocon. We're sitting P10 here, so we've lost a place or two in the pits. We're going to make one to lap number 23 now. We're still chasing Esteban Ocon, our teammate who's keeping in front of us for the time being. He's doing a fantastic job at keeping in front. It has to be said, but I would like to get close to go for a move, because I still want revenge to an extent based on what happened last time out. But Ocon, that frustratingly is just so close, but also so far away. We're still in DRS range. We just can't get closer to him in the slightest. So we're going to stay in front. As pushing up number 29, we're still chasing Ocon, making our way through the chicane. We're now over a little bit. The yellow flag's behind us. And it looks like one of the Haas cars, perhaps. And I'm hoping it's not. I'm assuming it's Kevin Magnussen. I'm hoping it's not him because, of course, he retired last time out in France. It'd be a shame to see him retire again. And it looks like it is the Dane here. And Kevin Magnussen confirming it there. His second straight retirement. Magnussen out of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Another failure on that Haas car. Haas team not doing so well in terms of reliability this season. Problems arising once again for them. The smoke coming out the car and then putting it over. And that's all that we need to know to tell you that Magnussen is out of the race. So poor day for Haas. Only one of their cars makes the second flag. On to lap number 30 now. Ocon has taken opportunities to pull away here. Made a number of mistakes. And Ocon gets away 4 seconds in the clear. Now Albon, our former teammate, is closing in on us. So we're in a teammate sandwich here. So Albon 1.3 back. And could close that gap awful fast because this car doesn't feel as good on the hard tyres as it did on the medium. So we weren't able to keep it Ocon over the course of it. The tyres really fallen off. So Albon closing in very, very quickly here. Almost within that 1 second range. No DRS from just yet. Down this main straight though, he's going to get a hell of a run going towards that first corner. Just 5 more laps need to hold on. Ocon off into distance. And once again, looks like he's going to outscore us short of anything going wrong in these final 5 laps. A bit of a poor run through turn 1 there. And Albon could be all over us on the exit. He's not quite close enough to us yet to go for a move. But he's within that 1 second range now. That's where he needs to be in order to try and take us. Making our way through through turn number 3. He's gone way wide then off onto the grass a bit. And now we're taking full opportunity now to try and close in as best as he can. He's right there behind us and might even go to the outside going through turn number 5 there. But he's going to stay behind us. We're a bit too wide there, but Albon goes through around the outside now. Into turn 6 to go the right-hander. Albon pulling alongside us. We're going to get the jump on him on the exit. Great exit and going towards the chicane now. Albon still there behind us. So there's a real challenge over these last couple of laps of this Grand Prix. We'll do all we can to stay behind him and try and hold on to this one final point we've got. On lap number 32 now, going back towards turn 5. Albon still there behind us. We're going to keep clean going towards 6. And he's still there, giving us all the pressure in the world, pushing us all the way. He wants to try and nick that final point for himself. He's going to look to the inside, going into the chicane here. And there we go, side by side. Albon on the way, and he does the same thing he did to Leclerc on lap 1. Albon goes chancing around the outside and making his way up into P10. And now we've lost that final points paying place. We can't let Albon get away. We want to try and snatch this last point back for Alpine and continue that point scoring streak as best we can here. Off the final corner at the end of lap number 32. 3 more laps to go. 3 more chances to take Albon. There's only 6 more opportunities with DRS. This is the first one of those 6. We're going towards turn number 1. We're getting a great run. Albon might even need the other 5. Going around the outside towards that first corner. Albon's hit us there. He may have locked up a little bit. He's hit us for those things. But on the exit, we get a good drive out. And now making our way back up into P10. I think we should be safe for the time being. But there's still a bit more to defend. And Albon's not finished yet the looks of things, he's still sticking right there with us, not willing to let us go just yet. Making our way through turn number 4. Now coming towards the end of the lap here, we have got problems. Fuel is suddenly becoming a factor in the late stage of this Grand Prix now. It's not by much, but we can still make it the end on that. We can definitely conserve to finish, but it's looking risky perhaps. We may want to try and get away from Albon as best we can and just see where we run out at the end. Pushing on to the final lap now. Albon 1 second behind. That fuel is still an issue. We're trying to get away, but also half trying to manage it to make sure we actually make it to the end at a decent time without running out on the line, which could be a problem. It's going closer and closer, but up the front, there's no issue to this man, George Russell. Lewis Hamilton won last time out in France, and Russell's going to come through and take Mercedes' second straight victory in his first of the season. Russell out of the last corner and shooting over the line to win the Hungarian Grand Prix for the Silver Arrows and try and put Mercedes firmly back in the fight in the Constructors' Championship, trying to take it to Red Bull and Ferrari. Great win then for the Mercedes team here today. But in terms of our race here, coming to the last couple of corners, Albon, now Gasly right there behind us. Look, we're going down to low power, into low fuel mode. We're going to get very close to the line. We're running out of fuel. Here comes Albon and Gasly. Will they get us? Going to hold on just about and stay in P10 here to take the final point on offer for the second race in a row. Absolutely fantastic stuff to hold in the end, but frustrating. We fell away from OCON, but we'll take that. A decent first outing in Hungary.
Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. It just looks so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Are Mercedes back for the rest of the season? This victory might just prove it. A second straight win for Mercedes, then Russell takes the victory, Sainz in second, increasing his championship lead over Leclerc, and Hamilton coming home in third. 2 podiums in a row for the Brit. But all in all, we have to reflect on what was by comparison to how it's been so far this season, perhaps one of the worst races for us. Only just in the points there towards the end, and lucky to actually get over the line in time. So we'll move on to the next race. 6 more rounds to go in the championship. We'll do the best we can over these next ones to try and bounce.
Carlos Sainz extends his lead at the top, getting ever closer to securing the championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Natalie Pinkham, come on, who do you pick?
Well, there was a lot of incredible driving out there today, but if I had to pick someone, it's got to be Sergio Perez. Fantastic driving.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Ferrari continue to extend the gap at the top of the table. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
So let's have a look at your top 10 after the Hungarian Grand Prix. Russell takes the victory, Sainz in second, Hamilton in third. Norris comes home fourth, Leclerc fifth, Ricciardo in sixth, Verstappen seventh, poor race of the Red Bulls, Perez in eighth, Ocon ninth, and we come home in 10th, just in front of Albon and Gasly. And then the frustration to lose out to our teammate, but 3 more points in the constructors for Alpine. We're still falling crucially behind McLaren. That 4th place spot getting more and more out of reach. It was unlikely to begin with. We're running out of time though. So Sainz still leads the championship then by 13 points now over Leclerc. But Russell into 3rd place with the victory. With this form continues, I say he's still in with a shout of winning the championship. You never know. Norris is down to 4th, Perez still 5th, and we're down in 8th. In the constructors then, Mercedes take over the 2nd place from Red Bull, but still 83 behind Ferrari, and we still sit in 5th, 100 points for our season so far, just 6 more rounds to go. So with that then guys, that's the end of this video. I do hope you've enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to like, share and subscribe, and leave a comment telling me what you liked about it and what I can improve. Is this teammate battle on? Is there a civil war between myself and Ocon going towards the end of the season? I certainly hope not, but regardless, we'll keep on pushing to the end of the season. So make sure to like, share and subscribe for more F1 content. Until my next video guys, I shall see you then. Have a good day and goodbye.